right, guys, welcome back. Magandang Umaga to all my Filipino people. How you guys doing? How are you doing? Guys, I'm happy, okay? I try to be happy every day, no matter what the situation is. Because for one, I don't want to go to work having a bad day, right? So I just turn it into I make it a happy, good day while I'm at work, because no one wants to be at work and they're miserable, right? So just turn it into just be happy, okay? Just be happy. You feel a lot better. But anyway, and I'm also happy because I know I'm going back to the Philippines. I know I'm going back, okay? Go back there every year, and that makes me happy knowing that I will be going back to the Philippines. The Philippines is a great place. At least in my eyes, I love the Philippines. I love you guys. I love the Filipino people. I love the Philippines. I love the land. I love everything about the Philippines, okay? Now, there are some pros and cons, right? But for the most part, I love the Philippines. And I definitely love the people because the people are so friendly and kind and nice. All the ones I ran across, they're so friendly, kind, and nice. Guys, is it okay? Okay. But anyway, I had to move the Filipino flag out the way because it's kind of distracting the video. But guys, I want to bring this up, okay? Because I was having a discussion with a guy, and he said, "Hey, do you think you can hook me up with one of your wife's friends? A Filipina?" And I quickly said, "No, I cannot do that." I told him no. For the simple fact is, for one, it's letting me know that he's not trying. He wants everyone else to do the work. And there's been other people come to me and say, "Hey, hook me up with a Filipina, hook me up with one of your wife's friends." And they want me to do all the work. Okay? And the last time I did that, I introduced a lady to one of my friends. And the lady was waiting on him to contact her, and he never contacted her. Then I hooked him up with someone else, and he never contacted her. He was waiting on her to contact him. I said, I said, dude, you haven't, the lady's calling me and say, "Hey, what happened to your friend?" I said, "He hasn't called you?" "No." "He hasn't texted you?" "No." So I talked to him and said, "What's up, man?" She hasn't contacted me, so I feel like she's not interested." I'm like, what? I could not believe this, guys. I could not believe it. So, therefore, the recent guy wanted me to hook him up with someone, and I told him no. Because of that situation I had in the past, I'm not being a matchmaker. Because I feel like if you need someone else to help you find someone, then you're not trying to find someone. That's how I look at it. Now, it just depends on the situation also. So I just quickly told the guy, I said, "Look, if you want to meet a Filipina, first start with some of the common ways that most people do this, right? Some people go on dating sites, or they go in, I guess, Facebook groups and they meet people and, go that route, okay? Start a conversation with someone, and you may end up finding someone. Make a go to the Christian Filipina and My Cupid Filipina. Go to those dating apps and try those. You may come across the love of your life, right? You may come across someone that is very compatible with you. There's been a lot of successful relationships that came out of dating apps and dating sites. Some people don't even go through that route. They just happen to meet a Filipina online somewhere, somehow, Facebook, whatever, and they start chatting, and then that's history. Like, they're together. Okay? Now, I didn't meet my wife on a dating app or nothing like that. I just happened to meet her just out the blue, pretty much. So, but I told him no. Okay? And he also wanted to know, like, about the Asian country. He wanted to know about the Asian culture, the Filipino culture. So, you know, I have talked to him about some of these things in the past. But I gave him some more detail because I did travel to Japan. I did travel to Osaka, Tokyo. We went to South Korea. Went to Seoul, Korea, and you know, I was paying attention. What is going on with this? I was paying attention to people that were together. Okay, I was definitely paying attention to were there any foreigners with a Japanese woman? Were there any foreigners with a Korean woman, right? Or vice versa, any men with, you know, like a woman that's with a Filipino, or a woman with a Korean guy, or a woman of another country with a Japanese man. I didn't, honestly, when I was in Japan, I was in Japan about a week, and all those places I walked around and went to, I've seen maybe 2 couples. They could have been friends. I don't know. But I only seen 2 couples. They looked like they were couples that was with a Japanese woman. But besides that, I hardly ever, rarely seen a Japanese woman with another guy, like another, if it was her husband or boyfriend. I never seen any other Japanese woman with a man from the U.S., a man from the UK, a white or black guy. Never, or Hispanic guy. I never seen that. I always seen either Japanese woman by herself, walking around by herself. It was a lot of Japanese women by themselves walking around, either they're shopping or whatever. The men could be at work, or they're together. But as far as like interracial couples, I hardly ever seen that in Japan. When I got to Seoul, Korea, it was almost the same. I think it was even more that you would not see. What am I trying to say? You hardly ever see that. I didn't even see that in South Korea. I didn't see any foreigner with a Korean woman. I did at one point see when I was in Japan, I seen a black guy with a Japanese girl, right? But they could have been friends, I don't know. But anyone that kind of looks like a couple, you can kind of tell. And I didn't see that. So I think in Japan, most Japanese women usually stick with a Japanese guy. Okay? I think the newer generation, the younger generation, are kind of doing things different as far as dating, but it's probably on the down low because the older people are more into their culture and want things to kind of stay intact, the bloodline and all this other stuff, right? And I think that's the same way for Korean in South Korea. Quote me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, tell me. But I've been there and I looked and I was looking around to see if I seen any like brothers, any guys from the U.S. I seen a couple, but they wasn't with nobody. They were just on vacation traveling. And if they were in a red light district, okay, going that route. So, but in the Philippines, it is totally different, okay, guys? So you guys are looking for a beautiful Filipino woman, and you are in a bad relationship here in the United States, and you just tired of what's going on here. You're tired of dating women, and it's hard for you to date women. guys, don't be scared to go try out Philippines, okay? Do not be scared, because that could be the one time that you can find your happiness, okay? That may be your opportunity to be happy again. And don't get me wrong, there are some bad relationships that happen out of that in the Philippines, but you got to use your mind, okay? Use your brain. Don't think with money. Don't think with money, okay? If money keeps coming into play, I don't care how glamorous the girl look. If it's always a money issue, money thing, you better stop it in its tracks, okay? If it starts to come up at the beginning and y'all haven't been dating that long, you better stop it in the tracks, okay? But for you guys that are sitting at home on the couch and like, man, she's pretty. Oh man, I wish I had a beautiful Filipina. Oh man, he's doing this thing and this and that, and you just sitting there just imagining. If you one of those guys sitting there imagining, get off your butt. Get off your butt. Go ahead and create you a account, MyCupid Filipina, whatever those ChristianFilipina.com. Those, create those accounts. You're going to get flooded, from what I heard. You're going to get flooded with all these messages, but sift through the messages, okay, and decipher which ones that are not good for you and which one is good for you, and chat with some of these people. You don't really have to pay for the account. Don't pay money into all this, don't start off with money. You're just trying to meet somebody, okay? Go that route, or use Facebook and find somebody, whatever, okay? And then maybe your chance to be happy again. Because some of you guys went through the ringer with some women in the U.S., and I know I have, and I just got tired of it. I got sick and tired of it. And once I got sick and tired of it and decided, like, I need to just travel to the Philippines, because, she's been kind of around, sticking through everything, and she's been always staying in contact with me. So I got on a plane and went over there, and after that, it was history, okay? And I went over to the Philippines in 2009, and I haven't looked back, okay? 2009, that was it. We got married in 2011, and then we did the whole process, and she came here in 2014. She came here in 2014, and she's a U.S. citizen now, and we're still married, okay? Now, there are some up and downs, but, it's way, 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 way better than the stuff I was dealing with here with some of the women here, okay? Now, I'm not saying all women here in the U.S. are bad, because there are some good ones out there. And if you are a good woman, I congratulate you. And if you are a good woman, go out there and find a good man, okay, that's in the U.S., so they don't have to leave and go find someone else, because they will leave, okay? But that's it, guys. You single guys, get off your butt, go to Philippines, buy your ticket, just bite the bullet, buy your ticket, and get over there and experience that culture and be open-minded, because if you're not, you're going to lose out. I got to go, guys. I'll see you next one. Take care. Peace.